tick. You know what time it is. We are back, y'all. Another wonderful, always entertaining, and knowledgeable episode of High Off the Glass, everybody. What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing out there today? I am so happy to be here today, y'all. I got my music going. I got some, outstanding guests. I am ready to jump into it, man. Oh, what a NBA Finals. It was amazing. I'm so happy for it. Let me introduce my guests real quick, y'all, because I'm just happy I got these gentlemen here. I got this man. His name is Lamar. He is a basketball aficionado. Known this brother for a little bit, and every time I talk basketball, this dude knows the shit in and out. Sometimes his takes are horrible, but most of the time they good. So let's give it up for Lamar, y'all. Let's give it up for Lamar.
How y'all doing?
Lamar in the house. My man used to coaches basketball, coaches a bunch of different sports. Football, I guess, is his number one, but that's later on in the year.
Coach, played.
Oh, you played? Okay, right on. Yeah, because he was
just a student of the game.
You was a defensive back, wasn't you?
Defensive end.
Ooh,
undersized
now
here's
the thing, y'all. He's not the tallest guy in the world, but if this man could play DN, I know you was a beast. Right on. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Yeah, we gotta give you something. And we got someone else in the house today. We got somebody who knows basketball. He's also the grower, everybody. Let's give it up for Chris the Grower, everybody. Give it up to him.
What's good?
You know what I'm saying? When I was talking to y'all a couple months back when I was going to grow, I got to go to my boy's house and help him water his plants. He's out of town. I got to do this, and then the pictures I put online. This is his shit. This is Chris the Grower. You know what I'm saying? Just like typical stingy motherfuckers. When the shit got done, you want to give me none. He was stingy as hell with it. Like we what he got? He yielded at least about 2-3 zips. My man gave me 2 grams. Here you go. Thanks.
Hey, I gave you 2 grams twice.
Shit. Wow, 4 whole grams.
But then,
stingy bastard.
It was a little low, man. It was a little low. You know
it was really good. I love how like that molasses that you had me put in the what is it called, the type of water when we add the additives and stuff to the water? The solution.
Yeah, it's basically just regular to grow water. Not grow water.
Yeah.
The nutrients.
Yeah.
And everything.
One of the nutrients my man would have me add to the water was molasses, and it worked wonders. Like you could smell it on the green before when we would roll it up, and when you smoked it, you could taste it. Like the shit was amazing. So I was happy with the way it turned out. Wish I could have had more, but that's another story. Anyways, we're gonna jump right in. Yeah,
I mean, I got a little hitter right here. Go outside.
Right, little baby. My man don't even bring a blunt. He brings one.
Actually, I got 2. I got the other one in the car too. But
you do?
I got my other pipe. But
yeah.
With friends
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't been
Boston in the house, y'all.
I ain't been in the store in a minute. That's why,
bruh. Right, but what happened was, I thought we right. Man, you won't believe, man. Somebody took some of my shit. Huh?
I ain't been in the store in a good grip, so it's you know what I mean.
That is freaking hilarious, and that's damn near how it went.
I ain't been in the store, guy.
But right, see, hey, you ain't gonna believe this. But anyway, we moving forward. We're gonna jump into Chris's grow process. We're gonna do that a little bit later. But since we have y'all here, man, I want to talk about this final because I was impressed with it. I haven't enjoyed a final like this probably since Toronto, Golden State. And that wasn't even as spectacular as that because you had major injuries on Toronto on a Golden State side, so it kind of wasn't that even. And you can probably say the same thing about this. You see Phoenix's rise to the finals, and you see Milwaukee's rise to the finals. Neither one of those teams had to take out a full on contender. Every contender that they went through was hurt. Every contender, you know what I'm saying? But I still,
that's definitely true.
I still love this finals, and everything I said bad about Giannis. Mr. EJ Carter, your boy Yan, you right. I mean, I shouldn't have talked that shit. I just thought, it was going to be another year, but 8 years in the league has obviously taught this man something, and he came out like gangbusters. They looked at the whole year, and I mean, they did their thing. What's your man?
He was like, I ain't about to go another year again, man.
Bruh.
I would definitely give it to him. He did look nice, but Phoenix really did not put their foot on the gas pedal like
Yeah,
they should have.
yeah.
They coasted the whole way.
I told you before when we was sitting at Privilege and we was talking, I said they should have ran zone.
Shout out to Privilege Bar and Lounge Florissant, the Rand owner. Place is super dope. Y'all need to go. They love us, and you know what I mean by us. All right.
They should have ran zone for a guy that's not is an average shooter, not even really average, a little below average. When it comes to shooting, they should have for a guy that loves to drive. Like, why didn't you take away that game plan to make those adjustments? Like,
that's a great point. I mean, you basically, especially in Game 6, it was like Game 6, Game 5. The paint was just looked like the barren sea. It was wide open for dude. Like they just Olay, like come on through. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna stop you because here's the thing: they ain't had too much to stop him with. All they had was Ayton, Saric, who was hurt, and then Frank the Tank.
Yeah,
that's it.
Where the hell was DeAndre Ayton?
Oh, now come on now, come on now, don't do that.
Where was he at after game 2? Where was DeAndre Ayton?
DeAndre Ayton to me was there the whole time, but again, you were asking too much of this man.
No box out on rebounds.
He wasn't doing.
He was looking average.
He was making my heart hurt a little bit.
I'm like, boy, if you don't box out,
go ahead. I'm gonna get it off. Like, get it off.
How
Both of y'all get it off.
Like the whole purpose of being a big man, and I mean, looking at all big men, like the whole purpose of being a big man, like your number one responsibility is defense, and then to rebound.
Right.
After that,
even though the bigs nowadays, their number one responsibility is to score.
Which,
you know what I mean?
Which I mean, that's cool, but the only problem I have with that is if you ain't doing sugar honey iced tea when it comes to defensive rebounds, then how the hell do you think you go get the ball and score?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's anybody can score the ball.
Yeah.
But not everybody can play defense and rebound the ball. So
right.
If that's what we draft you for, you 6'11", 7 foot, 7'1", 7 all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have a primary purpose, like box out. You know what I'm saying? No excuse, move your feet.
Right.
You know, and do your job.
Yeah. What you think, Chris? You think it was? You think he dropped the ball?
I believe he did because it was literally like towards Game 6 mainly for real. Like he was given the opportunities, but yet he wasn't really capitalizing on them. You know what I mean? Like, because Chris Paul, he was basically talking about oh yeah, I'm about to give you the ball. I'm dishing you the ball, but half the time he looking like he wasn't even ready for it. You know what I mean? He looking like, oh, now you going about to give you already know this dude about to throw it behind his back some way, shape, or form. He's not going to give it to you right to you. You just expect the unexpected. He wasn't expecting nothing. You know what I mean? He just going to be like, all right, Chris is about to go throw it up. You know what I mean? I'm about to. Oh, you giving him the ball? Oh, now I got to go do something with it. And then when he tries to go do something. Ain't doing nothing with it. Like you said, no offensive rebounds, ain't getting all that stuff. He was doing just enough to basically say okay, well, he's doing okay, but he ain't doing nothing.
Average ball is what he was playing.
My goodness. It was
his pick and roll movement
was too
compared to how he played against the Clippers and everybody else. He was moving.
Yeah. Last game he only had 10 boards, which is shocking.
Yeah. He was averaging 15 for the first 3 games.
No, for the season for the season he only averaged 10.5.
Oh, 10.
Wow. But
that's
when
crazy.
he got in the playoffs,
14,
when he played
14
against LA,
points.
Wow. He wasn't throwing. They had Krasinski in because he had foul trouble.
Yeah, Frank the Tank. But see, okay, here's the thing. I'm not just going to let y'all go off on DeAndre because DeAndre to me is nice. The man has only been in the league 2-3 years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was literally outmatched. Your backup center, who is a vet who can help, is hurt. Can't give you nothing. Then you have
who
Frank.
was their backup center?
Saric. You know what I'm saying? Then you have your other backup, which is Frank the Tank. That dude ain't done nothing since Wisconsin. Literally. You know what I'm saying?
I was hoping. I was like, oh, Frank.
You thought he was going to be good in the league?
I thought he was going to be decent. Because he.
I don't know why.
Because he can shoot.
Yeah.
So I mean, hell, look at
There's a lot of people that can shoot in college, and when you get to that next round.
Well, true, because if you look at Karl Anthony Towns, he didn't really showcase his shooting ability for real in college.
Right.
But like you found out,
yeah,
like when he played pro ball, but
Yeah.
his problem was also camping out in the 3-point line too much too.
And Cat was barely at Kentucky, so you can't really judge that. But to
Well, yeah.
me, I think y'all are being entirely too hard on DeAndre. Let that man see. This is the thing. To me, in the NBA, steel sharpens steel. You look at the first round. Look at the first round in the teams who had to play each other. You got Dallas with Luka and KP versus the Clippers with Kawhi and PG, both of them healthy. Either one of them, you can't be mad at whoever wins that round because both of those teams are sick.
It was.
Both of those teams are stacked and they're good. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks that it makes sense that Rick Carlisle lost his job. The man ain't won a playoff series in 10 years since they won a damn chip.
Yeah, both of them are stacked, but
what I'm saying is,
Porzingis is trash.
whoa! I'll take him
Hold
right now
on.
with Boston.
Hold on. Let me
Ain't
say.
no way.
Let me say.
I know what
when
you're saying.
When I say trash, I'm
He
saying
ain't trash. Come
okay,
on.
no, he's not
Yeah,
trash like he has no talent.
Yeah,
He's trash from the standpoint is he don't show up.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
why I'm like,
Yeah.
why are you looking around?
Yeah,
It kind of reminded me of the moments when Kobe was playing and fellow guys was looking around. Matter of fact, in 2008,
yeah,
when Paul Gasol was looking around
yeah,
and Kobe was playing his heart out.
yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
it looked like. It
Yeah.
looked like Luka doing his thing and KP just sitting there like,
This
you
is
know
the
what's
thing.
going on.
I think the thing with KP is he needs to get the hell out of there. He wants to either be the number one guy on a team or at least get along with the star. And he don't get along with that star. He was the star of the team before Luka got there. Luka got it, took it over because he's Luka, and now he's a little salty about that. He needs to go somewhere else and be a number 2 or a number 3. If he can be a number 3.
Not going to be a number 1.
He's not.
That's just like
he's not.
That's just like Kyrie Irving wanting to be a number 1.
Kyrie don't want to be no number 1.
Hold on.
He don't wanna be a number
But
two.
he wanted to be. He wanted the number 1 responsibilities when he was in Boston.
He did.
But when you
But
can't,
he wasn't ready for it.
number 1 is more than just being a ball player on the court.
Mhm.
What the hell are you doing in the locker room?
There it is.
Or
Talk.
you encouraging your
Talk.
players?
Talk.
No.
Yep.
Or you pushing your guys?
Yeah.
Or you talking to your guys,
Right.
communicating?
Right.
Because a lot of
Right.
guys think, okay, you know, oh yeah, I'm averaging 34 a game. You know,
Yeah.
I should be the number 1,
Yeah.
the number 1 option, number 1 player. No. What
Yeah.
the hell are you doing in the locker room?
Yeah. And I think that's what KP problem is. KP is not professional. He does not know how to put his emotions to the side and just get out there and ball and make his team better. But to get back to DeAndre, I really think y'all are entirely too hard on him. Let that man get about 2-3 years in the league. Let him get some seasoning and let him get these little heartbreaking losses like he just got, because everybody named Mama had Phoenix favored.
True.
He had Lamar had Phoenix. I had Phoenix.
I thought Phoenix had a chance.
You had Phoenix. Everybody named Mama had Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? And at the event when we had Game 2 live watch party, shit, about 60% of the crowd was saying it's going to be a sweep. You know what I'm saying? Like Milwaukee had no chance. You know, which I knew they had a chance. I thought they was going to win Game 2. You know, steal that one. But to me, just y'all are too hard on him. Monty asked a little too much of him, and Monty did not help that man out by not getting Mikal Bridges. Get off that 3-point line and get your ass in the paint and put up a wall. Like, you know, paint somebody. Get in the paint, put up a wall. We need another big to get down there and help out. Jay Crowder, instead of forever trying to be on a 3-point line playing defense and shooting, get your ass down in the paint and set up a wall.
Yeah,
that's kind of on Monty, and I don't want to knock Monty because I love Monty. He's one of my favorite coaches in the league.
Yeah.
But he did not adjust. When you let Giannis just go through that lane like young Bron and you don't do shit about it.
What game? Well, which game was that Suns was up first quarter? After the first quarter, they was up by like
And they
25.
they lost all
Turned around
points and they didn't
lost.
score. Yeah, that was game 5 actually. That was game 5. That was game 5.
Unacceptable.
Where that game was a mirror image of what game? What was it? Game 4. When it looked like I think it was game 4 or game 3 when it looked like Phoenix had it and then they just choked that game away late at the end. You know, so yeah, it was game 3 when it was like Phoenix had that game and they was about to get back into this series and Milwaukee took it at the end, and I knew they was not going to let.
Oh no, that was game 4.
That was game 3. It was the first game in Milwaukee. It was the first game in Milwaukee, and Phoenix was doing their thing that whole game, and then they let Milwaukee stay close, and Milwaukee took that shit at the end.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It was exactly. It was like basically the same thing in game 5. Like it was like game 5. You're running it. You're up about 20 points at least. 18 points, and in the second quarter, you don't score nothing. Like the rest of the game, you get outmatched. Go ahead, Chris.
They was up 14 points, I think, twice.
Yes.
Almost.
Yes.
And then how you going to let them come? They came back twice.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But,
right.
like, they kept it close.
Turnovers.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. They had some.
Yep.
Devin
first
Booker.
quarter.
Devin Booker. Yes, he did a good I would say good job. Not great job because he could have been great. From the aspect of okay, if driving to the hole is not stopping, boy, you got that jumper.
Yeah.
Why are you not?
Yeah.
Why are you not using
Right.
that step back? You know what I'm saying? Using that hesitation to step. You know,
Fade away.
Yeah.
You got it all.
Like if they was stopping you, you know what I'm saying? Every time he went to the hole, there was a block or a foul or he get ripped. Like you know what I'm saying? Come in and pull up.
Yeah.
You know, settle for a mid range. If your three ain't working, settle for a mid range. You know what I'm saying? If they, you know what I'm saying? It's more than one way to attack the basket.
Right.
It's more than one way to score points, and that's what I'm like. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
he kind of gotten away from what I seen when in the bubble. Like you know, the Booker that I seen in the bubble, he was scoring from everywhere.
That
you know,
book in the bubble, boy. Oh my goodness.
you
Go
know,
ahead, Chris.
if you stopped him from here, he made you pay elsewhere.
Right.
And that's what they was missing.
Right.
He didn't make him pay where he should have.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
look,
Chris.
he was the last game. He was looking a little lost. I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking at him play like, but I'm looking like, dude, you can do something else though. Like you run, you got the ball like they were saying earlier. He's running, not even looking. He's driving, look up. You got the whole wall of people in front of him.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what I mean? He's not really paying no attention to what he needed to do. Like,
Yeah.
okay, well,
Yeah.
it was that young man mentality and stuff like that. I get it.
Trying to get it all back in one
You
play.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like
Yeah.
you gotta y'all. They had an opportunity. They had a chance. They had a chance. Like especially towards the end, they was only down for what 6 or 8.
Yeah.
They had a chance.
They were close.
You know what I mean?
They were close.
It was 3 minutes to go.
Right.
And then y'all had like 3 or 4 tries. It was like 3. I think they had like 3 tries.
I mean, he ended with 40 points and that's the thing. What is it? See, this is the thing.
He had 40 points.
Book, yes. Book played.
He had 40 points this
yeah, in
The
game
last
6.
game.
Game 6.
Game 6.
Game 6. He what he did, he forced the issue going to the free throw line. Like, what would he have for free throws? Oh shit, no, he didn't. He was 80% from the free throw line, but he literally only had 5 attempts. Damn. So that's literally just all him scoring. That's 40 points that he had.
40 points in game 6.
40 points in game 6, 4 boards, 3 assists, two steals, played 41 minutes and 32 seconds.
He was
like
he ghost.
Here's the thing.
Because he didn't do. He had 4 points after second half.
This is the thing, though. I think Milwaukee had to think. Milwaukee was like this. We're going to let Devin do his thing, and we're going to shut everybody else the hell down. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to let him, push his little drives to the cup, take his little jumpers when he wants to take them. But the thing that y'all kind of forgetting with Devin, and I think this is why he was trying to force the issue at the, trying to get them fouls and just like.
No, hold on. Time out. No. No. Game 6, which was Tuesday. Devin
I got game 5. I'm sorry.
Devin Booker
5.
only had 19.
Yeah, that was game 5.
I was about to say.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's why I had to.
Yeah.
Now, Chris
that was game 5. That was game 5.
Chris Paul, on the other hand, was
was
a little bit in his bag.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't the same Chris Paul that we had seen in the Clippers and throughout the
right.
You know what I'm saying? Throughout the other playoff series, but I think it was a different experience for Chris Paul also.
Yeah.
I think that was his last try too.
I don't know about that one.
It ain't. Why am I only getting 6?
That one. I think they're gonna get the old Banana Boat crew on in LA and see what's going on.
That is we're gonna get to that. That is the rumor.
Man.
But to me, I think the issue with Devin was we're gonna let Devin get off so that we're gonna stop the rest of y'all. But this is the thing that Devin does. It takes himself out of literally almost every play. All he does is bitch. He bitches and complains about every call he don't get. And that literally takes him out of the present of playing ball, and the ball's already moving up the court, and you too busy talking to the ref bitching. That takes you out the game.
True. Yeah.
Like, why do you do that? Like that will stymie your defense. That will stymie your offense on the other end when you get the possession back. Like, it makes no sense.
Wasn't he benched in the fourth quarter during his finals? No.
Who in the hell in their right
No,
mind would
I
bench
thought
Devin Booker?
I promise
never
you,
been
I
benched.
I swear I heard something about him being
No, you can look it up.
being
No, he got
benched
it was
in
Yeah.
it was one of the ones.
There's
he,
no game.
maybe
where
it
he-
wasn't
yeah.
finals.
No,
Yeah.
it was. I think it was like game 4.
Trust me.
I
No.
think game 4 that he actually was like sitting on the bench at the end of the day, at the end of the game, but it was pretty much the end of the game.
Yeah, there was no game where he got benched.
I stand corrected. Maybe
Yeah, because that would never happen. There's no way in hell I'm benching that dude. Like that
And
makes no sense.
And that's the other thing. Like it was like when both him and Chris Paul was on the court for the first couple of games, it was doing good. You know what I mean? But then fast forward to game 4 or 5, you know what I mean? They try to have them both on the court, but then they realize like, you know what? We're going to shut one of you down, or we're going to shut both of you down.
Yep.
And what's ended up happening? They shut them both down. You know what I mean? They realize like, you know, we're not about to let you do what y'all did.
Well, what game you saying that? Because I don't know if they shut both of them down. Now, I know Drew locked down what is it, CP3, and he locked down Devin when he played him, because I think he played Devin in game 6.
Yeah.
So
they switched. They had Drew switch on Devin towards like the second half of the of game 6. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when they did have Drew on it, they did have him shut down for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well,
he was doing what he had to do.
Let's jump over to that dude, because he was the reason, I think, or a big, because to me, okay, look, I knew Phoenix. Everybody who watches basketball knew Phoenix was going to be a dope. They were a 1-game win away from being in that bubble. One game win, and they were on the come up. You know what I'm saying? I think getting somebody like Chris Paul sped up their development, because they would if they would have got like another type of free agent, someone who hadn't been in the league as long. Dude, been in the league for 13 years. Like Chris Paul's been in the league for a minute.
Yeah, but they got the point guard. Like
you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is what I'm saying is this. If they would have got another free agent, they wouldn't have got as far.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So CP3 did that. But do y'all blame? What do y'all think about his performance in the final? Because I got an opinion on it. What y'all think about it?
He wasn't getting to the line.
He was in.
You don't think he was getting to the line enough?
He was up and down.
That was his downfall. He was doing when they was winning. He was getting to the line. He was doing what he had to do to get to the line. The last game, they barely got to. They only had like about like 5, 6, 7 free throws in the last couple quarters. You know what I mean?
You're right. I think you right about that, because it just seemed like a lot of them was scared to go to the line. I was
they wasn't trying to get.
I was like, why not? You take the foul, and you know what I'm saying?
No, to me, they were going to the line. It's just, here's the thing: they didn't call that final like they didn't call the NBA finals like they called the postseason, because they don't, and they didn't call the postseason like they called the regular season, because y'all know how it go in the regular season. Foul, you know what I'm saying? In the playoffs, foul. And in the finals, you really got to smack somebody. You know what I mean?
Can't grab it, cat.
I mean, for real, like they're not. And to me, like I'm listening to Stan Van Gundy talk about this on Lebertar show, and he's right. Like, why don't we have the same rules throughout the entire year? Not change it from because he even said in the exhibition games in the preseason is different, and it is, because they call way more fouls there. Preseason, regular season, postseason, finals. All of that shit is officiated different, and that's the problem. But but go ahead with your CP3 point, because I got one.
Other than that, he was up and down. I figured that for a guy to have one of the top 5 handles in the NBA, I figured he could have created a lot of separation, and those pick and rolls could have been a lot more solid. They was just like. It was just like bumping goals, pretty much, to me. Like them pick and rolls, like you could have held it a little bit, just a tad bit longer, or you know what I'm saying? It's like when you pick a roll, that pick and roll is supposed to be solid enough to stop that defender from, carrying on to that primary ball handler.
True.
And then you supposed to roll to that basket and not finesse, but with some
hole.
power.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a grown man, and put that ball in the basket.
Right.
The thing that was pissing me off with Chris Paul was like, dude, you driving. They literally giving you the hole every freaking time, bro. You're driving. This dude is coming up here, going from the baseline, coming all the way around, coming back around in 2 circles. Like, what you doing, bro? Throw the ball up in the go, bro. You right there.
But another thing too, y'all forget, and people want to criticize CP3 because he clowned in game 1 and 2, but then the rest of the series, he was up and down. To me, that Milwaukee did the adjustment that the other rounds that the Clippers didn't do, and that that the Fakers didn't do in the first round.
Hey, watch your mouth now.
No, that's your
talk
team.
about my team.
Whack ass LA Fakers. Anyway, the one thing that they finally did, instead of Brook Lopez falling back and just giving him that mid-range, he stepped up on it. So once he stepped up on it, he had no shot. Then he had to do all that, like you saying, drive to the cup. And he was...
Man, he should have cooked Brook Lopez ass. He could have easy.
You say that, but Brook is big and wide.
But he's not known for his defense,
Yes,
though.
he is. Brook Lopez is he is. Brook Lopez is a defensive center. What you talking about?
He has
You
never been a defensive center. Robin Lopez has been a defensive center.
I take Brook over Robin any day.
No,
I'll take Brook over
Robin.
Robin. Because Brook can shoot and he can play
Brook
defense.
is a good offensive player, but defense, no.
Where you stand on that with him being a defensive player?
I mean,
What the hell you tripping?
No.
You tripping.
he did decent enough, but I mean, like, he still could have did better too.
Brook always
Brook
been
did good.
slow
I remember
moving
when-
his feet.
I remember when Brook was in goddamn Brooklyn, he was a decent
No,
he was a decent
he
defensive
was
center.
not.
Yes, he is,
He
man.
probably, I think he would have been. I think he was
Bro.
better in Brooklyn than he was. Mainly because he was younger too. But I think he was better in Brooklyn when he first came out. Rather
Then
than
now the man got a chip and played great. Don't say that dumb shit.
I can't say he didn't play great.
Yeah.
He played good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I mean, he was especially like literally.
Brook played great. Brook was getting you points in the paint. He was getting you points on the 3-point line.
It was that game 6.
They finally stopped. They finally said this. This is one thing that Milwaukee was doing too much. Yeah, feel free to look your boy up because you sleeping on him.
You tripping.
You sleeping on Brook. This is what Coach Bud and why he looked so damn stupid in the earlier rounds. Instead of letting Brook get on the baseline on the block on the paint and work down there, you got him shooting too many threes.
Yeah, that's the
You know what I
problem.
mean? Like, and I know Milwaukee led the league in the regular season with shooting threes. I get that, but that's the problem with the NBA. Everybody sees Steph do it, and Steph make it look so pretty, and Dame Dollar make it look so pretty. They shoot too many fucking threes. They shoot themselves out of games like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You
James
you
Harden.
live by the 3, you will definitely die by it.
Like, gee, I mean, that's entirely too much. But to me, I think that was CP3 thing. CP3's issue. I think he played decent. You know what I'm saying? At least he actually showed up. He didn't have one of those big games where you don't see him. He did his thing. It's just, hey, when you don't let me get my mid-range, which is my bread and butter, only other thing he can do is pass. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and then you don't want him. He's not going to force that. He's going to force that layup sometimes. But if you cut off that baseline and he can't throw it up, and they're not giving you them fouls that they were giving you in earlier rounds, you got to figure it the hell out.
I think he
Hold
could
on,
have
you say you say a mid range like that's all he got.
To me, his bread and butter to me is mid range and passing. That's it. That is it. What else does he do?
What you mean? What else does he
I mean,
do?
his 3-point shot ain't consistent like that. Bruh,
Let's look at the stats.
look at his numbers because I think he can shoot threes, but he's like,
He ain't that great on the 3.
nah, like he's not as bad as Drake Crowder, but
Yeah.
I mean, he ain't no like prolific 3-point shooter.
No, I'm not.
You know what I'm saying?
that.
I'd rather see him shoot the 3 than Devin. You know what I'm saying? See, he
I
gonna.
don't know about that one. I don't know about that. I'd rather see Devin shoot it.
That's what I just said.
You said you rather.
Oh, I know.
yeah.
I'd rather see CP3 if I'm trying to win. I'd rather see CP3 shoot
okay.
because I know CP3 will more likely miss than Devin. Devin's shot is more wet. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at that. So y'all look. He gonna look at stats the whole show. What is it? So y'all just basically looking at this as Phoenix collapsed or Milwaukee won it. I ain't bring you on here to be stat boy.
Milwaukee-
I ain't bring you on here to be stat boy. You better talk too,
I
goddamn.
ain't gonna lie.
Shit, you gonna look that shit and better talk too.
I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie.
what's up,
Milwaukee, they did what they had to do.
Right.
They knew that they wasn't going to come. I believe if they would have lost Game 6, they probably would have lost Game 7. I believe that probably would have happened.
If Milwaukee lost, I don't think
Phoenix,
that. I don't think
if Phoenix would have showed their ass in Game 6,
if they would have
They'd have
continued to show their ass in Game 6.
They
Yeah.
would have
Cool.
definitely.
Yeah.
They would have definitely been able to take Game 7.
No, it was Game 5 that they had, but then they lost that. But Game 6 they kept it close.
Don't even.
They kept,
Game 6, they kept
it kind of close.
It was down, and then they brought that stuff back up to be up by 7.
That ending,
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you like this: that ending with Drew taking that ball from Devin and throwing that ollie to Giannis, bro. I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna watch that play in the when they show them finals clips. We're gonna watch that play for the rest of our natural lives. Like that was so. First of all, I was shocked that they didn't even call a foul when he just ripped it from Devin, and then he pushes the ball. Giannis is literally behind the backboard when he yams that behind. That's probably the sickest alley oop I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen one better.
Hold on. Time out. Go. So
you got some numbers? Okay, give it to me.
Let's go back to we was just talking about Chris Paul being a 3-point shooter. All right, so let's go.
I thought he was gonna go Lopez.
Lopez made
all right, so what's there? So this season, with Phoenix, he shot 39%.
From 3?
Yeah,
that's not good.
What you mean? It's close to 40.
Yeah, but I think it should be.
But
it should be 40 and up.
Compared to
it should be 40 and up, dog. But 39, I mean, that's okay.
It's almost more about like
okay, so the last two. Okay, so with OKC, he shot 36.
Does that put you in top 10 of 3-point shooters? I doubt it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, it don't. But still,
okay, so
what
I'm
saying
I'm still trying to get. I'm trying to get to your point. What's your point?
I'm saying you said like a mid range is all he got.
Mid range and passing. That's his bread and butter. Like that's why he's got a max deal every team he's went to besides OKC and Phoenix, which he probably gonna get a max this offseason from Phoenix.
He didn't want to stay there. That's why
he didn't. But he made them better too.
He's not gonna get no max.
Actually, he turned down. He turned down that deal.
Hold up, bro.
He going to LA, bro. He ain't getting no max.
He turned down that deal. Remember?
Wait, slow down. With OKC?
No, just this year.
No, they didn't offer him a max yet, but they're going to.
Well, he said he don't want it. He wants to.
He never said that. He never said that. He said he's focused on playing right now and winning this series and trying to win the championship.
I could have sworn.
He didn't say I'm not trying to resign. He didn't say nothing. Because see, that'd be stupid of him to do that. Because if he was to do that, then the focus would be, oh well, Chris is going to leave after the season, and then everybody would be talking about that. No,
I bet you any money LeBron pick up that phone and call him. I bet you he on the next thing smoking.
You know what? I know you would say that as a Faker fan, but and you probably damn near right because I just saw what is it? I saw, but see, here's the thing. There's so many rumors going on right now. I saw on Twitter today that it's rumored that what is it? LA going to holler at DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry and try to get both of them.
I heard they wanted Bradley Beal.
Everybody wants Bradley Beal. Everybody wants him. To me,
no. The Warriors want Bradley Beal.
Of course they do. Yeah. Of course they do. But to me, I don't think Brad wants to leave Washington. I think he wants to do what Giannis just did. He wants to win it at his own team. He don't want to go join somebody else's team.
What's call it? Westbrook. They want Westbrook.
Who does?
Lakers.
Lakers do. I mean, it's so many people.
I've been saying that. So my only problem.
CP3.
So
Lowry.
My only problem is Westbrook go have to change up his game just a little bit.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's go. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna be because he's not. Well, I don't know because
he wouldn't have.
It depends on who they get as a big man because Westbrook like to grab them boards
exactly, but
he gonna want to stuff them stats.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. If they were to get him, AD and Bron would take a big breath of relief because he's going to take so much work off of them. Instead of them having to win the games and do everything late in games, and AD is probably going to be hurt, he's going to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Bron is just going to be out
don't
there.
Don't talk about street clothes like that.
That was a good one. I gotta get a sound effect for that. That was, where is it? Yeah, but
street clothes.
That was a good one. Like, yeah, that's what he is. I mean, shit, he is street clothes all day. But to me, I think Russell would make them would definitely make them better. Any team he goes to, he makes them better. The thing I don't
every year,
huh?
You go to playoffs almost every year.
He do, but but it has to be the right fit. I get what you're saying,
yeah.
But I think that would be a good fit for him because they would 100% fall back and be like, "Please do it. We tired. Go ahead." Shit.
Just don't let him shoot.
He's going to get a triple double. He's still getting his triple doubles.
Look, man, I don't. You know what? You know what? Here's the thing. This is what we do. This is what we do as basketball fans and sports fans entirely.
Drive to the hole because he's great. Listen,
bro, don't sit here. Look, man, Lamar, you are not going to sit here on my show and say all the things that he does wrong. Can we give somebody? After this season, he just had to.
I wasn't
with the Wizards.
I was just saying, let him go into second gear when he driving that when he taking that ball he bringing that ball up court. Allow him to go to set him a nice little pick. Let him go in the second gear. Who's stopping him?
It's not even about him going to the cup. To me, it's not even about that. Surround that dude with shooters. You surround him with shooters so he can just drive and kick or drive and yam on somebody or drive and lay it up around. Like, that's the game. You know what I'm saying? He'll do like I don't even think it's Brad. It was him. He was the reason why they got out the cellar because they were so trash and ended up making it to the playoffs because of Russell dropping on them triple doubles and pushing that team. Like, I mean, we ain't gonna knock him.
Oh no, I ain't knocking him. Yeah. I ain't knocking him. I just know he can take some bad shots though. That's what I'm saying.
He can, but yeah, that's most of the league. Go ahead, Chris.
This is, back to I'm gonna say something about what about these super teams.
Pull the mic closer to you.
I'm gonna say something about these super teams though.
Mm-hmm.
Like they all ain't out how they supposed to. How they all that glamour and pretty much there's nothing to come behind it. You know what I mean? Because it's like you got Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got all these you got all these freaking MVPs on one squad.
Yeah.
And what they doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They ain't
not a damn thing.
And then now what Giannis said, he was like, you know, I was here for 8 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and Chris, we did this. We stayed here.
Yeah.
We did this by ourselves. We didn't need all this other. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got one MVP twice,
Yeah.
twice over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all we needed.
Yeah.
We don't
Two-time
need
MVP. Yeah.
You don't need no 3 MVPs on one squad.
And defensive player of the year.
And
too.
defensive player.
Yeah.
You don't need all that on one squad. You just got me.
Yeah.
You got pretty much like 5-6 man of the year on the freaking squad. You know what I mean?
That second MVP though, I don't know if he should have got that. I think that should have been bronze. But go ahead.
You talking about
Giannis, that second one, because that second one it was either
Harden or
Bron.
He should not have gotten defensive MVP last year.
You don't think he should have got defensive player of the year?
AD.
Wow, AD.
Nah.
Hey, what you not gonna do is keep.
I don't think
keep trying to dog my Lakers.
I like AD.
I don't think
Just
AD
man.
was
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
material.
Wait, say that again. You don't think it was
I
what?
don't think it was MVP material.
No, I ain't say MVP. I said defensive MVP.
Defensive player of the year.
You still got to play to do that too.
No, he was. hold on. Time out. Time out. He was healthy. He was healthy last year. He was healthy in the bubble. Like, during that season. I mean, during that season in the bubble, he was healthy.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. He was.
That whole season.
Yeah, he was. Remember when it came to pandemic time? Like he was healthy. He might have missed a few. He probably missed a few games
in the bubble.
It's like the last 3.
Oh, in the bubble, he was hurt. But see, the thing that AD proved himself, he played through that shit. Yeah. He didn't miss no games. He was hurt like a mug, but he played through that shit. So that's what the thing with him.
That's what they say.
And he missed a couple games in the Western Conference Final anyway. Yeah. But a couple of them games, they didn't really need him. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, no, against Denver, they did. No,
he didn't miss no games against Denver.
He did. He missed some games in that playoff though. I think it was
in the playoff, not against Denver though.
It was in the Western Conference Finals or the round before that. He missed a.
It was like
the last year in the bubble.
I think it was the first round.
It was. I think it was later than that. But anyway, more important. Okay, so what? So we're going to give Milwaukee their props because they did it.
I'll give them that.
You got to. I mean, God, that final was so good. I was just impressed with that final. I really loved it. I know there was a lot of people that, but I don't get how, there's some folks that didn't like it because their team wasn't in it, or this wasn't the Fakers, or it wasn't the Dubs, and it wasn't.
Man, if you don't call us the Lakers,
that's y'all.
What our name is?
Cowgirls and the Fakers. That's how it goes.
Boston Celtics, god dog it.
My nephew's trying to do that because they like them too, and they try to say that Boston mess up. You can't mess up the Celtics name; it's too dope.
No, but you can talk about the fact that they can't grab a big man. They trying to play like they in the NCAA. Boy, this ain't college basketball. If y'all don't stop going guard heavy and get your ass blown,
I feel you.
Man is 6'8".
That's not true. We got that one dude. His name is Luke Cornett. He's like 7'2".
How much did he play?
Not that much. We got him in like
Ain't no point in having
Womp, womp,
before the
womp.
trade. We got him before the trade deadline.
It's like y'all got him, but y'all ain't used nothing with it. Like what's the point?
We used him.
No, y'all.
He was decent on
I think y'all
defense, but
just
his
traded.
offense.
I think y'all just traded for old dude from OKC, the Moses.
Yeah, we got
dude.
him. We got him with Al Horford.
Dude is nice.
I don't know nothing about Moses. I just know we got
seen
Al
his
back.
game. That boy is
Yeah,
nice.
I heard some stuff like he's pretty good.
That boy is nice. He's an old school player. He's a back to the basket type of player.
Nice. And what position is he?
He's a center.
Oh, there you go.
He's 7'2".
See, here's the thing, and I'm so glad y'all said that. They're recognizing, hey, this small ball shit did not work. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do it as bad as Houston because they didn't get rid of all their centers, but they tried to play that small ball crap. It obviously didn't work. They got rid of Tice, so Robert Williams could start. You know what I'm saying? Which I would have tried to keep both of them, but they didn't want to. You know, they knew they have to pay him, so they got rid of him. Elevated Robert Williams, and Robert Williams is a beast. Like that dude is cold blooded. It's just, and he's got a great motor. Like he plays hard. It's just a little bit of injuries.
I ain't gonna lie. I think y'all should go after Karl Anthony Towns. I think that might.
He ain't leaving Minnesota.
Why? Yeah. Why won't he?
He got to lose more, and then he gonna leave like KG did. Like what are you talking about? He ain't going nowhere right now.
Or like AD did.
Not for
AD
right.
should have been gone.
He left New Orleans.
Y'all
I'm talking about
would probably
like the way
y'all would have to probably throw in Jaylen Brown. I know you don't want to keep
that. Ain't no way. I'm gonna tell you like this: the two dudes who are never being traded ever, unless they're like Kyrie and they're pariah in the locker room and or don't want to be there, is JT and JB. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are retiring as Celtics. If they don't retire as a Celtic, I'm gonna be extremely pissed off at their organization. I might go up there and bomb some shit.
You better hope so.
JT, I don't know.
So.
Because Justin Tatum, see.
Yeah, Tatum.
Justin, that's his dad.
I mean, I said Justin. I meant Jason.
What about? I don't think he'll want to leave because you had so much success earlier in your career. Long as the Celtics do just as good or get close, I think he'll want to stay there. Now, if they consistently do worse than that they've been doing, then he's going to want to leave.
Yeah. We go see what Brad Stevens in his front office. We go see what he's gonna do. But if he get to doing that guard shit again, you might well cancel this.
What I don't get is how in the hell
How to get that promotion,
bro? Like how do you do that?
Your boy Daddy Ainge.
They said, well, we just lost our guy, but Brad, we got this guy.
Only white folks can do a shitty job, lose, and then get a promotion. Only white folks in America, boy. I swear. In Britain,
you see they ship Doc Rivers out so god doggone quick.
No, don't say that. That's not true because we was going to keep Doc. We was going to keep Doc. Actually, the only reason they got rid of Doc because we actually traded him. And
I know.
David Stern ain't like that. we got something for him and sent him to LA and stuff. And I wanted him to stay and he wanted to stay. But did he want to do a rebuild?
No, probably not.
Did he want to keep dealing with Rondo? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? So he left. And they wanted to keep him. But all I'm saying is we got a black coach now. What happens when the Celtics get black coaches?
You only got 2 years.
We win the championship. He got more than 2 years. But yeah, we win the damn championship.
And Ime Udoka, I think he could bring the defensive proudness back because he was a nice player.
That's the thing. Like our defense has been sick. Like I don't know what the hell happened to our defense. I'll tell you what happened. Our 3 starters got hurt.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
You had nobody on the court.
Yeah, that's what that was. You remember him? Did he go to Duke? I feel like he was on Coach K's bench for a little bit. Because you said you remember him as a player. I don't remember.
I remember him playing for the San Antonio Spurs. I hate the Spurs.
Yeah, because he was on Pop's bench. Yeah. Okay. That's who he played.
He was a 3-and-D type. He was
guy. like a baby Bruce Bowen.
He was a legit 3-and-D guy.
I don't remember him playing.
Dude was nice. Oh yeah, I remember.
For real? Okay. That's what's up. I hope he does something. Okay, so
and then he just so happened to be married to Nia Long, one of the finest.
Right, you ain't lying. Yes, yeah, he's married to Nia.
That is a win, win-win.
Right. If he was able to pull her, he better be able to do something with us. Like, goodness, she was able to get her.
Man, I thought she was still single.
Yeah, I know.
No,
her
man.
fine ass.
They got married, and he gave her a baby.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Like Nia Long is like a good 50 plus years old, and that sister still look like she's 30 something.
My lord,
her freaking
Jesus.
what's her name? I can't even think of her name. You know who I'm
Her,
talking about.
Sanaa Lathan.
No,
Sanaa Lathan.
Angela Bassett.
Yeah, Angela still look good. Angela still look good.
Angela Bassett, she can get it. I don't care. I don't care.
He's being aggressive.
I'm 33 years old.
I don't know about.
She can go ahead and just take me all day.
she's still pretty though, but I'll take Nia first. But all right,
Yes, sir.
So moving forward, what do man? I gotta. How can I word this question? Because this is gonna be a broad question. Who's gonna win it next year? I know what you gonna say.
Do you smell what the Lakers are cooking?
Okay. Legit answers only. Legit answers.
That's
only.
legit. What you talking about?
Please, y'all. Okay, he got fakers. What you think?
Let's see. You know
Listen,
what?
Rob Pelinka go find a way to make something happen. I'm trying to tell you.
Man, Rob,
Listen.
Rob ain't no like good GM. Rob is with the fakers. Anybody that's a destination franchise.
What I'm saying
Celtics
is,
fakers, destination franchise. Just be there, you'll look good.
But no, what I'm saying is,
Danny Ainge ain't do nothing. All he had to do,
hold on.
he got Kevin Garnett gifted to him. He ain't do nothing.
Listen,
Well, he got JB and JT. Though. He did that.
Yeah,
Rob ain't do shit.
Rob Pelinka was aggressive on the AD.
Bro,
situation.
if it wasn't for AD already wanted to come to y'all. LeBron was pulling him there. If it wasn't for Rob Pelinka knowing Kobe and being Kobe's agent, Rob wouldn't be shit. And you wouldn't know shit about no Rob. But get the fuck out of here, Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka, please. That motherfucker, he was a bench warmer with the fucking fabulous Fab Five back in Michigan. He was a bench warmer with them, and it was Kobe goddamn agent. He ain't do shit. Magic
Rob Pelinka play ball?
Yeah, you don't remember he was a bench warmer with the Fab Five. Yo, you ain't know that.
Wow.
Thought you knew basketball. Thought he knew basketball. And shit, Magic brought LeBron there. What the hell he do?
Well, yeah.
He ain't do shit.
Basically.
Shit, fuck out of here.
I still believe that championship they won last year was a little
yeah, because it was in the bubble.
It was
in
a
the bubble.
championship, still won. Whether it was in a bubble, under the water, over the sky, it don't matter. In space, it was a championship.
It was a championship. It was a championship.
No asterisk, no nothing. I ain't trying to hear that. What y'all not finna do?
Okay.
No, what y'all not finna do? Hey, if they played this motherfucker in Looney Tune world, shit, it's still a damn championship.
I don't know if that would count as a championship if they played in Space Jam. But let me ask you this though. This is what I want to say about it, because it was a championship. It was, but was it as legitimate as the road that Milwaukee had to go through this year? Was it the same type of road? And you know what I'm saying by that. Don't act brand new.
Well, you can argue that.
No, just answer the question. I just want a yes or no. Was it because you gonna argue it and play lawyer? But real talk, was it the same road that Milwaukee had to go through and every other champion besides LA in that bubble? Is it the same road that all of them had to go through?
It's not.
No comment.
There it is.
I'm only saying that because I mean, look at what happened. We not only did LA have the pandemic, but hell, we lost Kobe. So emotions was all.
Everybody had the pandemic.
Lost Kobe.
Right, and we all lost Kobe. I sat in my garage and cried last January.
Man,
what you talking about?
You
shit,
boy, I was crying in front of the big screen
like that.
Man, that hurt my feelings.
I still can't believe it. It's
you
still, man. Bruh, that was so damn sad.
And his daughter was cold as hell.
Oh my God! When you talk about GG too,
I was pissed.
Imagine that year that Vanessa Bryant and her 3 daughters and an infant daughter who will never know her father.
Man.
Imagine what they had to deal with in that household, being trapped in your house without the two major figures, major people in your family.
Yeah.
Good God. Like that's a horror I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy.
Yeah,
and I really gotta hate your ass to wish you on something like that, because just being quarantined in your house with your family, you know what I'm saying, that was
memories, man.
Yeah, that was rough. But then you in there and you missing 2 major people. Wow. I just give Vanessa all the props, and I want to say, Nike, you fucked up for still trying to sell that man shoes when she told you not to. Do whatever the hell Vanessa Bryant say do when it come to Kobe, do that shit. That's all. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. Whatever she say do that shit. That's all I'm screaming. I wouldn't listen. When it come to Kobe, I'm not listening to nobody more then I'm listening to Miss Bryant.
But let me.
That's all there is to
Let me say this, and this is a tad bit off subject, but when you retire as a NBA player after you've done basketball, what is it that you stand for? And that's what we look at Kobe Bryant as. He stood for something. He had the Dear Basketball film, the different investments. He made it easy. So even like after
started a women's a girls basketball academy.
not only, but he was an advocate for the WNBA.
Yes, he was.
Because
yes, he was.
WNBA not making a damn dime for real, to be honest.
Whoa, slow down.
Hold on, they not.
They are.
I mean, they are, but they not.
When you say that, you bring the haters.
In
and
retrospect,
you need to reword that because their revenue is better this year than it has been in the past, and more people are watching WNBA.
And okay, what I meant to say is it used to be trash.
No, I wouldn't even say that because when because I remember when if you look at the WNBA when it started in what was it 90 was it 96 97 in the off 97 when it was the off season of 97, dude, you had females playing that game that could play with men. You had Cheryl Swoops, who was mad nice. Rebecca Lobo, Teresa Witherspoon, Cynthia Cooper, Dawn Staley, like them females right there could hoop against dudes. They would like the women that are playing now. The women that are playing now could not fuck with them. The women that started at least.
You missed what I said.
Oh my
I said financial. I'm not talking about the game.
Yeah.
I love the game.
Yeah.
I'm talking about financially. They wasn't paying them. That's what I'm talking about.
No, they weren't.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not taking away the game.
Yeah.
The game was great. The girls were very competitive.
The women could ball.
Yeah. But
I like that WNBA better than the one.
Kobe's point of view was him being an advocate because he understood that one, they wasn't really being recognized. Two, they wasn't getting paid shit.
Yep.
So that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what the push, for the WNBA and, you know what I'm saying, college women was.
What I think? You know what I think? I don't mean to cut you off, but you make a great point. You know what I think his goal was too?
What?
I think his goal was to get Gigi in the NBA. I think that was his singular focus.
I can see that.
Because he low key said, women are going to be in the NBA. There's going to be a woman in the NBA, and he would say that shit, and he would always like you talking about rocking the WNBA stuff, and he was always touting women's basketball, always doing it. That was his goal. I promise you, money. His goal was to get her in the NBA. I think that was his singular focus. We're going to do all this other stuff, but the main thing is, Mamacita, you're going to be in the NBA. That's what I think. But all right, let's bring it back. We're going to bring it back to current. So you got them winning next year. I see that. Who you got? Who you? It's kind of
too early.
Yeah, it's way too early. It's way too early. Matter of fact, let's bring that back. What big off-season moves do y'all see happening? Because I'm going to bring y'all back because it's unfair to say what the hell's going to happen next season.
So only way that I see, I wonder how fed up Dame is because
good call.
When you talk about loyalty, it becomes what have you done for me lately? Mm-hmm. I've gave you blood, sweat, and tears. Gave you my loyalty. When are you gonna put some pieces behind me?
You think Rick Stotts should have been fired? Coach of Portland.
I would say so.
Yeah, right.
I would definitely say so.
Right.
Not only that, but if you have somebody if the GM not making moves, the GM might need to be because this man is single-handedly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Done his thing. CJ McCollum has been hurt. Zach,
was CJ out there?
Collins from Gonzaga.
He stayed hurt.
Stay hurt.
And I love Zach Collins too, but he stayed hurt.
Nurkic has been hurt. So
Nurkic was out there too. He just couldn't give it to you.
And so it's like, okay, what are you doing to, bring pieces? Like, what are you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think they went and got they went and got Powell.
Who?
Norman
Gasol?
Powell? No.
Oh yeah, they got Norman Powell. Yeah, that helped them too. But then they got rid of Gary Trent Jr., which is basically the same thing. Like, so you got rid of a 1A player for a 1B. Like it's the same freaking thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's if I'm Dame, I'm asking for a trade.
Wow.
You have done. If what more can you do if they go continue to be passive? Like,
True.
What do you think Dame would go to if he wanted to?
That's
go?
a good question.
That is a good question.
Who has the trade assets? You
Who
know
has
what?
The capital?
I'm gonna be realistic because I
Knicks. I think the Knicks do.
I would love to see him on LA, but
Y'all don't have nothing.
exactly. So if I'm being realistic,
You got Kuz.
if I'm bum. Well, not, and I only say bum from a standpoint of from somebody that don't perform, that complains and make excuses and I haven't been given a consistent role and all this other. Okay, nigga, play ball like
Shit.
like for real.
Like
what? You know what I'm saying?
I wish I had that sound effect.
You get up and like, man, play ball. There ain't
Right.
nobody actually at the role
Right.
because you have guys that still play ball no matter what role they
They want to
given, so-
trade me.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that, man. I ain't trying to hear that. If you don't want to play ball, sit on the bench.
Right.
Oh,
But who you think Dame would end up with?
Philadelphia.
Philly. Yeah.
That's a likelihood.
If he
Yes.
I'm gonna cry. I'm a legitimate.
Yes.
Water will fall from my freaking eyes if he
Trade
goes
him.
them.
Trade him
And
for
trade Ben
freaking,
for Ben?
Tyrese Maxey will
Ben
have
Simmons
to go.
and somebody else.
Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah.
With Philly.
Yeah.
Now they probably send that Shake dude, that Shake Milton, but Shake Milton ain't gonna. No, they won't. If Portland is smart, they're gonna want Ben, some picks, and somebody else good for Dame Lillard.
They got it.
Like you, who else they got? Okay, you got
the picks,
you got
though.
Curry, brother. You can trade him too. But they got the picks. But it's just like you're gonna have to get Ben picks and somebody else.
They ain't gonna get it. They ain't gonna get it on. They ain't gonna get it on players. They gonna get it on. It's gonna be the picks, and that's what.
Think so?
Yeah. That's how they. That's how you get people like on them picks.
Yeah.
So
I don't think anybody really want Ben though, to be honest.
You know what? Here's the thing. You could be right, but this is the NBA. There's 32 teams out there. Somebody's gonna be stupid enough to take him. But you could be smart in doing it. Like at the live, we were talking about it, and a big argument jumped off. Him going to Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Golden State, I think, is and Billy King said this on NBA radio like a month ago, so this ain't nothing from me. Billy King said he used to be the GM and president for Philly back in the early 2000s. He legitimately said, and then Stephen A. tried to take it like it was his. Yeah. But Billy King said that's a perfect spot for him to go, which it is. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do no scoring. All you got to do, bring that ball up, go hard in that paint, or kick that ball out, and we gonna be right there waiting for that ball. And they getting Clay back. So I think that would be big for them.
How long
I'm
is Clay gonna be there?
interested to see which Clay.
Let's hope he don't get hurt again.
What Clay are they getting back is what I'm interested. Like,
yeah, we won't know. Do you have? What do you think in the offseason? You got some big, Chris? Like a big player moving somewhere else that we wouldn't expect.
You wouldn't expect. Let me see.
Or just a free agent move. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many free agents.
I don't think I got a big one on hand on top of my head. Let me see.
Right.
Don't be out of team. Let me say.
What's a team? The Knicks, Boston, Atlanta.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Atlanta. Okay. Yeah. I think Atlanta needs a big.
Somebody else to go with Cap. I mean, you got Capella.
Not so much as a big. They need
because you already got Jake. You got that one dude.
So they have.
Yeah, you got Capella and you got
Collins.
Got Collins. So you kind of good.
I don't think they need a big. I think they need a second scorer.
Yeah.
They have a shooter.
Wow, another black coach. Willie Green is the head coach of New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans officially named Willie Green as their next head coach yesterday. Green is coming off a stint as an assistant with Phoenix Suns, who just made their run to the NBA Finals. What, man? Can I tell you we have more black coaches this year and being hired than ever before? I love this shit.
It's because of all the Rooney Rule. I don't know if they call it that in basketball.
No, we don't have that in the basketball. We don't have that bullshit.
But it's basically just that. You know, they talking about it's like what they did with Steve Nash. Like they hired him basically off the street type.
Pretty
thing,
much.
you know.
Pretty much.
And then you got all these assistant coaches
that
like, oh
that
man,
been
hey,
putting in their dues.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, well, how did he get above me just because of his name?
Exactly. And you know why he got above you? And this is the thing that's so funny about Kyrie and KD, especially Kyrie. Kyrie, you talk all this, Black Power stuff and all this, and Black folks, what I'm saying, all this stuff, especially for Native Americans, which is dope because you are that. But then y'all turn around and you don't empower a Black coach on your own team. Like that, you asked for Steve Nash. Like, who asked for someone who never coached ever? Like, what? How did y'all think that was gonna work? Like, we don't really need nobody to coach us. You probably don't, but you need something.
Yeah,
and that ain't it. Like, come on,
they
man.
almost had it, but yeah, they didn't get to where they were supposed to get to.
What is it? So what else we got? Free agency. Yeah, we got oh shit. Yeah, they're gonna make me pay for that. I ain't paying for that. Free agency. ESPN full of that bullshit. I don't know, man. To me, I think what's a big move? I think a big move would be what I said earlier. If DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry both go there, or to your team, if they both were to go there, that would cement y'all. Like, y'all would definitely be Western Conference.
Give up though,
huh?
Kuzma.
They're free agents. They ain't got. That's the cool. That's the thing that helps them. They ain't got to give up shit. They're free freaking agents. You know what I'm saying? And what is it? Toronto's about to trade goddamn Kyle to Philly anyway. But Philly didn't take them serious.
This is funny. I
think if they would have got, I don't mean to cut you off, but if they would have got Kyle, I think they would have been in the next round. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I said this a while ago. I said if you can't beat LeBron, I said you better join him. When LeBron was given,
that's what I said.
When LeBron and it's funny because I'm not a LeBron fan, but when LeBron, I'm really not.
Shit.
No, everybody that knows me knows that I'm not a LeBron fan.
You automatically are. He's on your team.
No, that don't count. No, he's just on the team by default.
If he comes to the Celtics, I don't like LeBron, but guess what? I'm gonna be rooting for his ass. Like,
I'm rooting for him, but I'm not a fan. You ain't gotta be a fan.
Yeah, whatever.
But okay, listen. So listen to what I'm saying. I had said this a while ago. I said, you can't beat him. You probably have to join him. When he was giving Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan them damn buckets on a consistent basis in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I said these fools might well just join him. I said because
he could
going against him has been a problem.
Yeah, it was a Toronto.
I thought they should have slapped the hell out of Toronto for even giving both of them like them big ass contracts they had gave them. I'm like,
who else you gonna give it to? I mean, they were max players. Y'all
but got in the playoffs and played like what?
They could have saved that.
They play. Yeah, they did.
They played like trash. When I'm listen. As a GM,
Kyle has redeemed himself.
In my mind, as a GM, when if I'm paying you as a max player, I'm paying you for not only regular season performance, but I'm paying you for playoff performance. I'm not in one way in hell go max your ass out if you can't perform.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
At the high stake work, because the whole purpose of being an NBA player is to get in the playoffs, win the championship.
I hear you on
that. So if you're not performing, season after season, you get in the playoff. You keep going to playoffs. Your performance is poor.
But in the regular season, you're doing it. You know what I'm saying? In the regular season, you're doing it.
So then, what's the problem?
You know how it works in the NBA. It's not like if you have a max contract or a max deal, you have to give it. You can't just keep it and be like, you're not worth it. I'm gonna just get a whole bunch of other dudes to fill in that max deal spot. No, you have to use that max deal. You don't just keep shit.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I'll give him a max deal. I ain't gonna give him the super max though.
I feel you. I feel that. You know what I'm saying?
Super max? Hell no.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna give it to. I'd give it to Kyle a couple years ago, but I don't know. To me, I wish Lowry would come to us. If he was to come, if they were to, if Brad is smart,
y'all don't need another guard.
We do need another guard.
Y'all don't.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Look,
with the way that they got their injuries, they probably do.
We do, because here's the thing: we don't have a starting point guard. Kemba's gone.
Boy, you better use Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart is not a starting point guard. Marcus Smart is a bench player. And that's what he is.
Until you put him in there.
Bruh, we already know because he started this year because we were so injury plagued. He is not a starter. To me, if you're going to start him, you put him at the 2 or the 3. That dude needs to come off the bench. And if we got Kyle Lowry as a starter, as a starting point guard, there it is.
That should just take,
there it is.
That should just take McCollum.
Yeah, gonna be right back.
No, I'm good on CJ is no, I think that dude is trash. Number 1, he's a 2. And number 3, big games,
undersized too, big time.
undersized in big games, he's nowhere to be found. Plus, we need a point guard. We lost our point guard. We need a point guard, not a two. That's what we got. We got plenty of them. So I think that'd be a huge upgrade for us. That's what I'm looking for. What else is what's another good free agent out there? Let's see. Milwaukee. Nobody with Milwaukee.
Y'all need a actual point guard, like a point guard, not a.
That's what Kyle is. That's what Kyle is.
No. Kyle scores first.
Take
He's a scorer.
Kyle can do both, and I'll take that. I don't give a shit. Huh?
Take Westbrook.
No, he goes too fast. He goes too fast for that offense. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know if. I don't know if JT and JB gonna keep up with his. They probably will, but I would rather have Kyle because Kyle is sound. He's a great point guard. The man has done it in the playoffs. He's done it in the finals. Man has a championship. He can help us. That's what we need on a team. We need more vets. You know what I'm saying? So I think that'd be huge for us.
Trade
All right.
for Ja Morant.
Memphis ain't letting go of him. Now you just reaching for straws. You just saying random bullshit.
I'm just saying random shit.
Get Pau Gasol. Like what the fuck? Like no man. Ja ain't going nowhere. That dude is the shit. What do y'all? And we're gonna talk about them a little. I want to ask y'all about them because they basically the whole home team since we got a team in Memphis now. It's no longer Chicago. And by the way, real quick, we talked about this at my event too. What do y'all think about St. Louis having their own basketball team?
About time.
Damn right.
Yeah, they
Hold on, fill me in.
They lost every sport that they came except for baseball and hockey.
Fill me in.
Right.
We got our own basketball team.
What do you think about St. Louis having a basketball team?
We need one.
Exactly. Would you support it?
Hell yeah.
Damn right. Like I think
that might be a season ticket holder.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like you see, they got soccer now because they're trying to fill that football void, which I get. You know what I'm saying? So they got soccer, but to me, it could totally work at Scott Trade Center. There's several NBA cities, several cities across the country who have their hockey team and their basketball team in the same arena, and the shit works perfectly.
Freaking let the Mavericks is like that.
Mavericks is like that. Bulls is like that. Celtics are like that. Yeah. The damn Knicks are like that with the Rangers. Like it's so many teams. Like it's doable. And I think when you have a basketball team and a hockey team in your town, you help each other out. You know, the revenue streams help each other out. So that's how I look at that. All right. So what you looking up?
Oh no, I was just saying something.
Okay, can we focus on the show?
Yeah,
like, what the fuck? What is it? All right, so before we get out of here, any basketball predictions or anything like that before we go?
Predictions.
Celtics 2021-2022 champs. All right. Throw that out there.
Man, if you don't wake up, hey, stop smoking this shit.
I gotta you gotta have vision. You gotta have vision.
I don't,
but your vision, that's the blind leading the blind.
Vision cloudy.
Yeah,
I could have kept that to myself.
You know what? Hey, guess what? Y'all can think I'm crazy if you want to, but that's the same thing Milwaukee fans were saying. And look at the hell, look where they at now.
Nope, not the same thing.
Milwaukee actually been pushing it for the last 3 years.
They have. We've been doing it too. We've been since JT been in the league. He been in the damn Eastern Conference Finals. Shit, since Jason Tatum has been with the Celtics, we've been in the Eastern Conference Finals. I want to say 3 of the last 4 years, or 4 of the last 5. Like, come on now. I think it's at least 3 of the last 4. You know what I'm saying?
You're a big man away from probably.
We did get Al Horford, but
you got an older version of Al.
We did.
So,
But again, I look at the last couple teams. I'll say this again. Look at the last 10, 20 NBA champions. Was there any team that was not littered with vets that won it? Was there any team that came together like a microwave, like Brooklyn tried to do this year and won it? No. The only team that was able to do that was Boston because they had dudes that were veterans that had already been through the fire already and been through the losing. So you got teams now, they're trying to do that. You need vets. You need older vets that have been through it, have been through them crushing losses and know how to get out of it and know how to win. You know what I'm saying?
The microwave team that came up was the Warriors 17?
True, but it was 20 was it 2015 when they won their first one? I want to say it was 20.
I'm talking about the one when they brought in KD.
That was 2017.
17, yeah.
Because 16 they lost to Bron. 15 they won. They beat Bron, and then 17 they brought in what you call it. But to me, Golden State it came up. Now they came up really fucking fast, but they still had to deal with their bad losses and come up because they was losing to who were they losing to? They was losing to OKC. You know what I'm saying? And Portland. You know, all them other teams in the West, but they came up a little faster than we expected.
Yeah.
So
No, Golden State had it. Yeah, you're right.
come close to the mic.
No, I was thinking. I said, no. At one point, New Orleans had beat when.
Oh
it
yeah,
was,
no. That was
no,
when
it was-
AD hit that one lucky shot. When he hit that one shot when they won that game.
But they still bypassed. They still.
They didn't win that series though. They just won one game.
Oh,
Golden State still
okay.
won the series.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking-
I definitely
Yeah.
saw New Orleans doing anything the way that they were playing. You know what I
Right.
mean?
They
Even
were so
with-
inconsistent.
Even now they got Zion. Like
They had a good team though. You had Rondo, AD, Boogie Cousins.
Mm.
Like, why would you?
whoa, was he injured again too?
He did get injured.
He was gonna
He
say
did.
he's
Yeah,
injured.
he did get injured. I love Boogie.
He was
Cousins.
he was healthy this season.
Yeah, somewhat. Well, was he?
Yeah,
he didn't.
They just didn't play him.
He didn't get that much clock, but when he was out there with the Clippers, he looked pretty damn good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
All right. Before we take off, what Mr. Crystal Grower, do you have any plants in the ground right now? Anything going?
I do. I got actually one. I do got one started off.
Okay.
Lewis the 13.
Those are the seeds you're using?
Yeah, and I got another one, the same that I had last time, that Velvet Red. I got that one. I got another one of them started.
Yeah, the Velvet Red is with
Yeah.
the one that we just did.
Yeah.
The molasses. Yeah.
And I got a couple autos coming in within probably tomorrow. They probably should be coming in the mail tomorrow. So
No,
I got some auto. I got a auto. It's purple.
Majesty,
No, it's regular purple.
Purple Kush.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Purple Kush.
Now, when you say auto, does that mean like that you're getting the plant sent to you?
No, it's the auto. The seeds is the auto flowering seed.
Mm.
So basically, it's I don't have to worry about changing the life cycle on a regular seed or a feminized seed
Mm.
because like it's basically going to grow and it's going to pretty much turn itself into flower. It's going to flower itself after a couple months, actually,
Mm.
automatically.
So when you have the auto seeds, it speeds up the process.
Yeah, basically, they're not going to be as big, but that's why you see a lot of people who's growing. They'll have like a couple autos, growing with their regular seeds that they have, so that you can have something in the meantime, in between time, while you're waiting on your other little stuff to
Right.
grow out. You know what I mean?
But why don't they grow as big as regular?
Because basically the amount of time it takes for it to grow, basically, because they autos, they are only, like I said, they only grow about like 3 feet or
Okay.
something like that. Because
Okay.
like I said, it's pretty much almost automatic that they're going
Only 3 feet.
roughly about 3,
Wow.
4 feet. Roughly.
Yeah.
If it depends, even if you, I don't even know if it depends on the pot, to be honest.
Yeah.
But usually I use like 3 gallon pots for the most part, so it'll be about like a 3 foot anyway for the
Right.
most part. But it's like the reason why I don't grow too tall is, like I said, because automatically over a course of a time,
Yeah.
it's going to automatically grow into start flowering by itself.
Yeah.
So I don't have to like change the water cycle. I mean, not the water cycle, the light cycle
Uh-huh.
to flower. I could change the light cycle, but I really don't need to change the light cycle.
Right.
It'll
Well, if you change the light cycle, would it yield more? Would it get bigger? Or is that the max?
That's a good question. I think it pretty much be do about the same. Yeah,
Okay.
like I say about the max, it'd be do about the same.
Right on.
Like if, like for instance, like I could keep a regular seed or a feminized seed in flower for months on end. You know what I mean? So I don't have like until I change that life cycle to 12-12,
Mhm.
12 hours day, 12 hours night. That flower could still grow. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So it's just a matter of if you got the space or you got the time or whatever to just let that thing grow. Some people let it grow like that and they just keep it as a mother plant and they just like take clones from it and stuff like that.
Oh,
But
okay.
I mean, I would do clones, but I have a limited amount of space, so it's like
Right.
I can't really do so much as I want to. You know, if I had a bigger space or whatever, I would do a lot more than what I'm doing right now.
True.
Basically, you know what I mean?
And the reason why a normal seed can grow faster than an auto is because you're doing the different light cycles, you're doing the different nutrients. I mean, you're doing nutrients and stuff with the auto as well, right?
Yeah, you're doing nutrients with all of them.
Okay.
It was just the normal seed. They just, like I said, they grow bigger because, like I said, they're not pretty much quote constrained to being only so big. You know what I mean? They're going to a regular seed. You could just, like I said, I could just let it grow for as long as I want to. You know, even I could let it get as big as probably like 6 feet if I wanted to. If I had a big enough pot, like some people probably like a 15-gallon pot. That thing would probably be about like almost as big as a tree.
What was the gallon pot that we had?
It was a 3-gallon.
That's a 3-gallon? Yeah. The one that you gave me?
Yeah.
Okay, now this is a question. Just to let you get y'all up to speed. And Lamar, who I think we done totally lost him. What is it?
I'm like, yeah, it's out of my jurisdiction.
This is true. Because he is not a smoker, but we're gonna get you up to speed on this. See, we were growing, and once he cut it down, and we only cut it down, why? Because you didn't have that much space. Because your tent is.
I cut it down because it was time for it to go.
Okay.
Time for it. It was already about 9 weeks into the flowering stage. So with me being out of town, I probably should have cut it down a week before, but it was all good though.
Well, why not let it grow? Because you said if you regular seeds, just let them go, they grow.
That's in the veg stage. It was veg. Well, when it turns to flower, that's when you got a time frame.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Because you can let it grow. You can let it keep growing. You can let it stay in the flower stage longer than you want it to be. But if you let it stay longer than you want it to be, it loses its potency.
Yes.
So it's basically pretty much overgrown. It's like I said.
Okay.
So you can you got to get it within that little. Like they say, it'll take about like 8 to 9 weeks or 8 to 10 weeks, something like that. You got to get it right there, that 8 to 10 weeks. If you push it to 11, 12, you're losing your potency of the thing. But you probably still have the same buds or whatever. You still have the same size buds or whatever. But also, it's like it also depends too on the flower too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could have big dense buds. Okay. You also at the same time can lose potency on that one as well too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Okay. So sometimes it's like you got to really know what you got to seed that little thing.
Yeah.
You got to because sometimes if you're really looking for a high THC, you want to get that like at its peak. When the trichomes are milky to clear.
Right, gotta get them terpenes at the right point. Yeah.
So once you see them start breaking off and start turning amber, it's like, oh, you wait a little longer.
Right.
But I mean they still got that kick, but not as much as it did a week or so before. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to bring Chris the Grower back for a full episode. I've been trying to have this man on for like a year and a half. We got to get that going. Last question before I get you out of here, because I wanted to ask you this on air. So, okay, when I sent you the picture, because so what we grew, right? I'm talking to you, Lamar. We cut it down. 3-gallon pot. Was it 3-gallon pot? Looks a lot bigger than that. I had it in my backyard, right, on my patio, and I was just wanted to see if something will happen with it. I've been watering. Matter of fact, I've been letting God water it. God's been putting the light cycle on it, and 2 little flowers, leaves or whatever, have popped up in 2 different parts of the plant. But this dude tells me that's not even cannabis. What the hell is it? It's a weed? What is it?
No, because cannabis has a specific grow pattern.
Okay.
Like the leaves have a grow pattern. Because I had a plant actually at the crib right now that I thought it was at one point because it started growing like it was. But I put it online. I was like, because I had put the seed in there. I knew that for a fact. But then I also had like another seed that probably might have contaminated with it. It was a flower seed, I think. But I'm not. But I don't think the cannabis seed grew. I don't think.
Wait, so you had a cannabis seed in what else in the same soil?
It was like probably like a wildflower or lavender or something like that.
Why was that in the same soil?
It wasn't. It wasn't purposefully.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Okay.
It was on purpose. I might have accidentally just dropped it in there or one of the things.
Okay.
Because like I did it right before I went out of town, and I tried to let that thing whatever. So the seed, the cannabis seeds, they didn't want to germinate like this, like I wanted them to.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So, like I said, I thought that this one was like when it first started, it looked like it did because it looked the way it sprouted up.
Yeah,
It looked like it wanted to be a cannabis seed, but the leaves, you could tell by the leaves.
yeah,
If you don't see the if you don't see the point or the it's like a three. It's not. It's more. It's hard to explain.
yeah. Like a 3-point type thing.
Yeah, type deal. You know what I mean?
Well, shit. I'm looking at this one. I feel like I got that. I don't know. I feel like, well, no, this ain't no 3.
It's like
but
the way
the leaves literally have to grow like that.
Yeah, it's like because this is probably like a little. No, that's not because. No, that ain't it.
He's looking at the picture I sent him, y'all. It's on my phone.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to decipher that.
Yeah, that ain't it because it's the way that you can look at it.
Right.
The way that this leaf grew out,
Yeah.
it's like a little too fat.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. So you're saying that leaf and the leaves that are in that pot,
Yeah.
that's not marijuana.
That's not.
That's sad.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's sad
I
as
had
hell.
that same. I had that. I had that
Right.
same. You can let it grow out.
Right,
It's just basically some type of weed or something like that, or something. Like
That's
that.
sad. All right, let me wrap
Yeah.
this mug. I appreciate you looking at it, and thank you. We got the draft coming up. That's the next basketball thing. Do we have any thoughts on the draft?
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. You said basketball draft, right?
Yeah, NBA draft.
NBA draft.
Yeah, because I mean, I'll be honest with you. Was there a tournament? There was a tournament this year,
Mhm.
and I watched it. But I know Gonzaga lost. Who they lose in the championship to? Because I knew they was going to lose. Was it Michigan or UCLA? No, it was. Damn it! Who was that team? Oh my god! You don't even know you're supposed to be a basketball head. Who won the NCAA championship this year?
It was it
Baylor Bears men's
Baylor,
Yeah,
Baylor,
Yep,
and
yep,
they beat Gonzaga. I knew Gonzaga was going to lose. So, does anybody have any thoughts on the draft, anything like that?
That I'm not
other than I can't think of it. He's the white guy that wears the headband for Baylor. Dude is a shooter. I can't think of his name.
White dude wears a headband for a band. That's not a good.
Yeah, I know. But he looks like a hippie.
Okay. I guess that's the most of your draft knowledge right there. Because I ain't gonna
don't know his name.
I'm with you too. All I know is the Pistons.
But he's a sharpshooter.
The Pistons got the number 1 overall pick. I think it's that's pretty good boat, and it's with the 23rd. So shit, the draft is today.
It really?
Wait, last update. Oh no, I'm sorry. The last update was
don't
today.
do that.
draft is something either this week or next week.
Yeah, it's next week. The draft is next week. But I like that Detroit has the number 1 pick because they sure as hell need it. And Franz Wagner. I wonder if he's probably related to that dude that used to play for Michigan.
Mo Wagner.
Yeah, the other one.
Mhm.
Wagner. They're trying to be all extra German. But yeah, you got Detroit, who definitely needs it, number 1. Houston, number 2. Cleveland, number 3. Y'all gonna need that. What is it? Raptors, number 4.
Who was y'all?
He's from Ohio.
Oh.
And what is it?
They Cleveland probably taking Evan Mobley.
They actually had good call. Look at Lamar. That's the mock. That's what the mock says. This what goes from mock. Pistons, Cade Cunningham. Rockets, Jalen Green.
Yep.
Cavs, who you said, Evan Mobley. 4 with the Toronto. Wow, Toronto has a number 4 pick.
Who they got them taking Suggs?
Yep, you got it. Jalen Suggs. Number 5 is Magic. They got Scotty Barnes, and Thunder is number 6 with Jonathan Kuminga, and number 7.
Hayes.
Number 7 is Warriors with they got 2 people potentially going to them, and what is it? Rounds out the top 10 is Magic again, Sacramento and New Orleans. So yeah, I think that's. I'm looking forward to it. I'm just sad there ain't no more basketball. I'll tell you the truth.
Football.
Football is
USA basketball Olympics. Thank God for the Olympics.
Hey, you got the Hall of Fame game coming up. What is it?
Pull the
this
mic.
week, next week.
Pull the mic to you.
You got the Hall of Fame game coming up. Was it this week?
No, the
next
Hall of Fame game is around my
next
birthday,
week.
and that's always like August 7th. My birthday's August
August
7th, and it's always that first week in August.
Okay,
Yeah.
got that. We got this is officially the first. It's no longer off season. That's what I've been waiting on.
Uh-huh.
That's like, oh my Lord.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to see these Bengals do what they about to do. You know?
Yeah, see, you know what, guys? Y'all see it. I got basketball minds disguised as football people disguised as basketball.
Hey, I'm still pissed that y'all got
Jamar Chase.
That's my dude.
We
He had the best hands in college football.
Before y'all jump into a full football conversation, because I'm not mad at it, you know, we talk about sports on here. We're having a live, first time ever, High Off the Glass. We're doing a fantasy football draft, y'all. We're going to do it. We're going to do it next month.
Count me in.
Definitely. You get your own team. I know this man's going to have his own team, Chris the Grower. We're going to do it live off 55, just like we did for the Game 2 watch party.
I hope that's what I'm talking about.
And y'all need to come through. Anybody who is interested in any type of fantasy football, if you all want to join a team, check out our show pages, High Off the Glass, or my page, the Great, OTHA Great, and we can get y'all together on that. I think it's going to be a really special event. We're going to do everything live down there, and let's see if y'all know what y'all be talking about, you know, with all that fantasy stuff, because I know nothing.
Fantasy.
Really? This your first time doing
This is my first time doing fantasy.
I've been doing fantasy for the past 6 years.
I've been doing it for almost 10. Man.
It's addictive.
It is.
Man.
But here's the thing, though.
But hold on. But I want y'all to be cognizant of this fact.
What's up?
And I just seen this because they're so the NFL is requiring that players
Everybody
get the vaccine.
Yeah. I heard
a lot of players not agreeing. So
there's a Minnesota. Go ahead.
You got greats like my boy D Hop.
Yeah, Hopkins.
He talking about retiring.
Word?
He's like,
because he said he ain't messing with this shot.
He's stupid. Okay, here's the.
That's my boy too.
He said it's questioning his ability to play the game.
Yeah,
the shot would. That's not
because they're trying to force people to get the shot. They're trying to make the rule that they have right now.
Because they saying that if the team doesn't get if the team is not 100% vaccinated and there's an outbreak and it's because a certain players didn't get the shot or whatever.
Yeah.
So then they're saying that they might not be able to make up the game, that they
won't be able to.
It's saying that they won't be able to make up the game and that it'll be a forfeit and
they won't get paid either.
Okay, you need to put that mic in front of you because you sound far away. There you go. But hold up, this is what how can he say the shot affects his game?
No, it's not that. It's the fact that he feels as if they should not force us as players or as people
to take the shot,
to get the shot.
I don't give a shit. I mean,
there's so many of these.
It is a personal.
There's a lot of these. Like Ezekiel Elliott, he got COVID last year.
Yeah,
but he ended up talking about, I'm getting the shot. I got the shot because I don't want to be basically the one that causes us to lose a game, so to speak.
Right.
Like it's for my team.
Oh, and lose a game as in somebody can't play because they got COVID.
They go have to. If there's an outbreak, that whole team is gonna have to forfeit.
Yeah.
Not forfeit though.
Forfeit.
Yeah,
straight up forfeit.
Yeah, straight forfeit.
For real?
Because
last year when it happened, what they do?
They was just making up, but they said they ain't doing it this year.
Word?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's going to be a straight forfeit.
They said
that's why they forcing them to get the vaccine.
It's 18 games right this year. So last year it wasn't 18 games.
Right. They added a game.
17 games.
Yeah, I think that's dirty too because I don't. That does not.
It's supposed to be only 2 preseason games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they took away a preseason, but that does not help the majority of the league. You know, just one more extra game check, and you put your body is worth more than that one little funky check. But what do y'all think about that? Do you think they should force them or no?
No.
Wow.
Yeah,
you don't think so?
No,
I think they should.
It's like that's what that's what they're trying to do. They want everybody like, hey, everybody's going to get vaccinated. My whole entire squad about to get vaccinated because we don't want to lose the game because of the fact that we have the forfeit for whatever reason. But you got some of these players talking about. I know personally people who has the shot and end up getting COVID again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's happened.
So they talking about. So basically, they're talking about. So why do I need to get this shot if I could get COVID anyway?
Because you need to get it because number one, it'll protect you from the Delta variant. That's number one. And number two, you have to get it. Why? Because you stop the spread of the shit. That's why. Like I'm on the fence with it. I don't like no job telling their employees something that they have to do that they don't want to do.
Then you got.
But hold on, let me finish. To me though, this right now, and any black person that don't want to, like, I don't give a shit with Cole Beasley with the Cowgirls things. Like, to get the fuck out of
No,
here.
he's a Bill.
He's a Bill. Okay, I don't give a shit. Like, you don't want to take it, bye. But anybody black that don't want to take it, like, I get what you're saying. Because, you know, America has used us as fucking guinea pigs for centuries. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. But if you are trying to play and you are trying to win and you want to help society, why not get the thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not get it? I know some people, there's the rare cases of people that have gotten a shot and still that contracted again. Hell, Jay Williams, a weird ass for ESPN doing the NBA Finals. He got the shot. He said he's fully vaxxed, but he contracted it again. How? I don't know. That ain't none of my business. But all I know is it doesn't work like that for everybody. I feel fully vaxxed. I ain't got COVID. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the end all be all.
Because you're still taking precautions.
True. That's another thing. Like, it's like maybe somebody like Jay Will, after they got the shot, they was like, oh, no more masks and no more this and that.
Niggas think they invincible because they got a damn shot.
Why I gotta be?
I'm sorry. I don't. I hate.
Don't say you hate. You done use it 2-3 times.
I can say, hey, my family hate when I say nigga. Nah, it's a habit. It's no disrespect, but no, it's just like when they get doing stupid stuff. This one I get the nigga.
Right.
I'm just saying these fellas think because you get a shot, you invincible. My mother was like, yeah, you need to get your shot. I said, Mommy, don't make you invincible.
It don't.
You still
got to rock a mask.
Have the precautions.
Yep.
You know,
6 feet.
I said, but what I'm doing is I'm already taking precautions, and I do a lot of background study in holistic medicine. All that stuff Dr. Sebi was talking about is very real.
Boy, you smart for real. You talking about Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi, that man, he basically, Nipsey Russell used to talk about him. Nipsey Hussle used to talk about him. He basically had a damn cure for AIDS. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And the government shut him down, if not killed that man.
Matter of fact, the government killed that man.
Yeah. And I mean,
because he wouldn't get it. The government wanted everything to be FDA approved. They wanted their hands taken.
And it wasn't pharmaceutical. His shit was natural.
And he wouldn't mess with it.
Yep.
Because he already knew.
Yep. Interesting. And he was healing people in New York State.
Yes,
he was. Yeah, they took that man out. But man, didn't know the show was going to go that way. Mm-hmm. But man, we about to get up on up out of here. Man, this was a good little episode, y'all. I mean, we touched on a little bit of everything.
For sure.
I mean, I didn't know he was going to do this much football, but shit,
that was a little dabble.
Yeah, the season.
Oh, that's just the dabble. When you ready to get into football, man, let me know.
I know.
Because
you know what? This is a basketball and cannabis show, but here's the thing, and we've always talked all sports, and we're expanding. We're expanding, bro. We're expanding. We're expanding operations.
Expand, because man, I'm telling you, listen, from a guy that was told that wasn't going to amount to nothing in football, but being an undersized defensive lineman, I studied undersized defensive lineman.
Right.
Learned how to master that Dwight Freeney spin move.
He was so cold with it. Yeah.
And I became a beast.
Right.
But it's just with anything sports related, because I'm also a special school district teacher.
Okay.
But also with just not only stuff that's sports related, we want to make sure that when we're in our sports, especially the kids, that we're also keeping our grades up.
Yes. It's all about grades. All about grades.
It's doing the work first and then play later.
Right. Yeah, I had to make that's a huge thing with me and my son, because my son is cold at basketball. But look, if you can't keep the grades up and play ball, guess what you're not doing? Exactly. You're not playing ball. Shit, like
exactly.
Big facts. Chris, you got anything before we get up out of here?
Man, no, it was good to be on. You know what I mean? You'd be able to explain a little something.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a whole episode with you. So yeah, bring your cannabis cap, your cultivation cannabis cap next time, because we're gonna get it in. Oh, Mr. Lamar.
Y'all make sure y'all make y'all way down to Privilege when y'all get a chance.
Man, there you go.
Taste some of this food.
Tell them
definitely in that kitchen.
Give them the address.
I don't have the address.
Yo,
I just know it's off Lindbergh and Halls Ferry. It's in that.
That's what they say on the commercials.
It's in that plaza. But no, for real. What I'm working on now is I'm working on Go ahead.
129 Flower Valley Shopping Center, Florissant, Missouri. Privilege Lounge, owned by our boy Durant. Mr. Lamar over here is a cook. You know, his food is amazing. Fish, wings, whatever you need. Like this man, he's a master in that kitchen. Like he's a chef for real. He knows his basketball, but he knows food even better. So y'all need to come check out Privilege. Privilege is the spot, y'all. They got two different sides. You got the main side, you got the other side. I like to be on the other side where he at, where the pool table is, watching the game, talking shit. That's how we do. And you know, smokers, they like us. So y'all need to come
in 2022, I'm working on a food truck because I want to put a chicken after dark spot downtown.
Ooh, that'd be
for all
dope.
our late night eaters that you know, after you've consumed some alcohol, you need some great chicken.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I'm go getters right
Yeah,
now.
for real. I like that, bro. That's how
like
you
for
do it.
real. I've been game planning, so
Yeah.
it's in the works for real.
Get that in. Let me know when that happens. We gonna
Most
shoot. We
definitely.
probably do a live show from your food truck. All right, yo, wait, let me get this
Bring one to
going.
St. Charles a little bit.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't got nothing.
For Chris the Grower, for Lamar the Cook. You know what I'm saying? This is Oh the Great. Man, this was a really good episode. Thank you, brothers, for coming out.
Most definitely.
I appreciate y'all. This best NBA Finals I've seen in years. Go USA basketball. Man, y'all better come home. JT, can you? I wish you would just say bump this playing this year in the Olympics. Forget Tokyo. Go back to Boston and chill. And come back to here to STL and chill. Like I want you to be ready for this NBA season. But I'm excited to watch USA basketball win another gold medal. And Olympics kick off tonight. So time for the Olympics, y'all.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? I love the Olympics. Yo, for Mr. Boston, for myself, for my wonderful guests, Chris the Grower and Lamar the Cook, So the Great, we out. Peace. Keep smoking. Keep hooping.
All right, y'all.
Yo.